Hello, and welcome to another edition of Tech Tuesday presented by Delta Media Group, where we are leading the real estate technology industry to the gates of Valhalla, where everything is shiny and chrome. So, today, to that end, we are going to take a look at some functionality that I've been kind of holding off on for a while. And really that's because, part of it's us fine-tuning it and adding things to it, and part of it's the fact that it only applies to kind of a subset of the agents. But as you've likely seen from the title at this point, we're going to take a look at team management. And the idea is this is what you can do as a team leader. So if you have a team account set up and you're set up as a leader of that team, this is kind of how you can go in and manage the team and a few of the things that you can do as team leader. So let's jump into the DeltaNet and take a look. Now, so far, I am logged in as this is actually a team leader account. Rather, it's my regular account, but it's set as a team leader of a particular team. So you can see so far, it looks the same. But if we scroll down here to website and click on website, we see we have an option here at the bottom that says go to team site. So if I click that, what the system is doing is taking me to the personal side of the team account. So this is really what differentiates me between whether I'm working on my own personal account or whether I'm working on the team account. And you can see up here in the corner, it now says team, the best team. You probably can't even see me point at the camera down here in the corner. Hi! But you can see here at the top that we're now set up as the best team. If I want to get back into my own account, I'll go down here and you can see website now changed to team website to further remind me that I am, affecting the team as opposed to my own personal account. We can now see the last link under that is go to personal site. So if I click on that, that'll take me back into my own personal site. Now beyond that, the vast majority of the options here are exactly the same as they would be on my own personal side. So if I want to manage customers, I'll go into the customers tab. If I want to manage new leads as they come in, I can either go under customers, customer center and see those new leads, or I can see them under leads or process leads. So I have access to all the same things and all the same functionality. If I want to manage the website, I'll go to team website, and then under there we'll have all of the same options that you would see on the personal side. Only here, they're affecting the team website instead of my personal website. So to take a look at a few of the things that you can do here, first we'll take a look under customers, and we'll go down to customer center. And you'll see up here at the top, we have a unprocessed lead, and we have an additional option here called delegate. What that does is if a lead comes in on the team website, it officially at that point belongs to the team. Admins can also assign a lead to the team account, or if a lead comes in on a listing that belongs specifically to the team and not to a team member, then a lead could be assigned to the team account that way also. In any case, that'll show up here just like your personal account under process requests, but I now have the additional option to delegate. So if I click on that, this lead is actually already delegated out, and you can see right here it says you need to reclaim customer before you can select a different primary contact. But what this does is this lead now belongs to the team. And if I select someone and delegate this lead, it'll belong to that person, but still the team will kind of have overreaching ownership of it. So the idea is that the person that this is now delegated to has the ability to send out e-cards and email blasts and actually market to this person like they're the one managing the lead. But if I, as team leader, want to pull this lead back to the team so that I can delegate it to someone else or market to it on behalf of the team itself, then I can do that. I would just click on reclaim and hit update, and that'll pull this customer back to the team. So the idea that way is that you can have all of your individual team members actually managing the leads, but they still belong to the team. So if you ever wanted to pull them back in, you'd still have the ability to do that. And you still have the ability to see them from the team account, even though you can't really market to them from the team account. So we'll cancel out of that. Now you can also see that under customer list. So that's just looking at unprocessed leads. But under customer list, I can pull up all the leads, whether they've been processed or not, regardless of how long they've belonged to this account. And then from here, I can also delegate them. So if I click down here under actions, I have an additional option down here to delegate. If I click on that, it brings up that same delegation menu. And again, this one says you need to reclaim this customer before you can select a different agent. So this is another one that has already been delegated out. Let's see if we can find one that hasn't been. Delegate. There we go. So this one hasn't been delegated yet. So if I click here, you can see I can select from all of the individual team members in order to pick somebody to delegate this to. Or if I don't want to delegate it at all, I can just leave it here, leave it alone, and it'll be assigned to the team account as a primary. And I'll be able to go into e-cards or email blasts. I'll be able to add this customer to a group and do all my marketing from the team directly. The real significance there is if I market from the team, then all the branding is just from the team. Whereas if I market, or I have a team member doing all their marketing and sending all their emails on behalf of themselves, because they're a member of the team, again, kind of depending on the team's settings, the way it's configured at the company level, that marketing will be branded as the individual team member. And it will likely also have the team name on there. So instead of just the team name, it'll be team name and individual agent name. So, moving right along. Now the next thing you can do on a team website is we'll go down here to team website and we'll go down to pages. So now because I've gone in and I'm looking at the pages that pertain to the team account and not my own account, I'll have a few additional options in here. So if I click on new page and then go over here to predefined, we have a couple of predefined pages that are only available to teams. So if I click here, we'll go down our predefined page list. One thing I have an option for is team roster. So if I click on team roster, I would set this up just like any other custom page or predefined page. So I'd put in a link title, and that would be what people need to click on in the navigation to get to this page, my roster. And I would give it a page title also, and fill in my meta description tags if I want. So I have all the same page creation options. And then just hit update, and that will create the team roster page. What this does is add sort of a my team or our roster or however you want to label it. It'll add that page to the team website so that if a customer goes to that page, they'll be able to see all of the team leaders and all of the team members all laid out. So that way you don't have to create anything custom for that. You don't have to add any members specifically beyond them already being part of the team. You just go in and add this page to the website. Now the next one you can do is you've got team roster. We also have team reviews. Similarly, this will pull in all of the individual team members and display just a handful of reviews for each one of the members. These are reviews that are entered into our review system, so they have to actually be entered into the Delta review system under marketing and reviews over here in order for that to work. So if I go in, right now I'm in the team site, so if I go to marketing and reviews as the team site, I can add reviews for the team there. But if any individual team members or team leaders have gone in and added reviews here, or they have their own website where they've received reviews submitted by their customers, as long as they are in that system for them, this will pick them up automatically and display them on that aggregated team reviews page. And we'll do another video that goes over that more specifically, but right now we're just giving you an overview of the team leader abilities. So that's the idea. I would go and set that up, give it a title and a page title, or a link title and a page title. Choose where I want it to show up. If I want a link to this page to show up in the top links or side links in this case. Generally this will say navigation menu or bottom links. So you can choose where you want that link to show up if you want it to show up at all. And then customers can click on it to get through to that reviews page and see all the things. Now the next thing you can do as a team leader, we'll go up here to team website again, and down at the bottom we have another additional option here as part of the team called manage team. So if I click on that, we can see this loads up our actual team roster. From here we have those set as team leaders here on the left and team members on the right. This display order pertains to how they show up on the team roster page. So if I have set up one of those team roster pages, and that's why I went over that one, if I wanted to change the order that the team leaders are displayed, say I had 3 team leaders here and 5 team members, and I wanted to change the order they show up on that page, I would use these up and down arrows to change that. Now the next thing you can do from this page, if you are set up as a team leader and the company is allowing team leaders to operate this way, and it depends, there is a setting on the company side where the company can choose whether or not team leaders can do this or not. But if that is turned on, you have the ability to authenticate as the individual team members. So basically what that means is, and part of the point of this, to give you an idea of background here, is say you have some office staff or an assistant that works for the team that goes in and basically manages all of the team member accounts. So they need to be able to log in as a team leader, they need to be able to get to the team to move the leads where they need to go and manage the team site. but they also need to be able to get to the individual agents and do any kind of marketing and maintenance on their behalf. They would be able to log in, go to team website, and then go down here to team website and manage team. And then from here, they would be able to click on any of these buttons over here on the right. You can see it turns purple up here, and that authenticates them as that particular team member. So now I'm looking at the personal side of that team member, where I can go in here and I can manage things and manage that person's account for them. So that's kind of the premise behind those team leader accounts, or the team leader authentication abilities. So there you go. And this, now that I'm looking at the personal side for that individual member, it's just exactly the same as the other two we looked at, my own personal side and the team account personal side. But here we're looking at the one that pertains only to this specific team member. So there you go. That is how office staff, or really any team leader with that ability, can go in and authenticate as their team members and manage their individual pages and sites and leads and all that stuff. So there you have it. So as always, thanks a lot for joining me. That is the team system and team leader abilities, kind of a high level, in a nutshell sort of view. If you have any other questions about team sites and how those work, or really anything else, feel free to send an email into support@deltagroup.com or give us a call, and we'll be happy to help you out. So thanks a lot for joining me.